Just wanted to talk, that's all.
Welcome back, everybody. At this point, I mean, all you can do is laugh. I mean, how do you not find this at least a little bit funny? Even as a Yankees fan. Just, they find a new way to fuck it up every single day. Congratulations, New York Yankees. Biggest fuck-ups I've ever seen in my life. Oh, my God. And first of all, let me get this out of the way, because I have to say it every time the Yankees play in Texas. Worst possible home plate camera. It feels like you're 9 miles away. The batter's like so tiny on the screen. Just absolute garbage way to watch a game. Listen, the Yankees needed to win tonight. They had lost 3 in a row to the Marlins, and they continue to drop in the standings. And as someone who interacts with Yankees fans about as much as anybody on a daily basis, I got to tell you that the last few days, there has been a palpable worry and a palpable negative energy. And it's because of nights like tonight. And the fact that this team just continues to step on its own dick night after night after night. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Whole team is bums.
Damn bum, you know that? Bum.
My bum is on the
Yankees. Let's talk about the game. Holy shit. Holy shit, where's the Tylenol? By the way, probably one of those NSFW, not safe for work episodes, earmuffs on the kids. I mean, I've had it. We've got fans that have had it. This is the type of voicemail I got tonight.
Wells sucks.
That's all that was the entire voicemail. Listen, we got off to a great start. Paul Goldschmidt hits the ball out of the ballpark, laser beam, I love the opposite field double by Rosario, hit number 1,000. Vibes were good. But then Austin Slater pulls his hamstring running down the first baseline. And then Volpe struck out with the bases loaded. And you started to get the feeling like, well, maybe this team's not as confident as they were looking a few minutes ago. They had a couple of nice hits. You had Wells picked up a base hit through the left side. And then you had, Goldie followed up with a base hit. You had Rosario with a 2-run single. And things were looking good. Yankees got out to an early lead. But then Max Fried just didn't quite have it tonight. He was grinding. We'll talk more about him in a second, but he was allowing a ton of base runners. He gave up 8 hits tonight, 3 walks. And after the Yankees jumped out to a 2-0 lead, or 3-0 lead, Texas came back to take a 4-3 lead. Now, thankfully, Giancarlo Stanton continues to smash baseballs. He hit one of the most fun home runs that you'll ever see. 115 miles an hour, laser beam to center field. Just bullet line drive home run. Freak of nature. And the Yankees took the lead. So what does Boone do? He goes to his bullpen. We go to Luke Weaver for an inning. He threw the ball well. Then you go to Camilo Doval. Threw the ball great, 99 miles an hour, looking sharp. And then Bednar, who reminds me a little bit of Bob Wickman, threw the ball great. But unfortunately, this team still, for some reason, employs Devin Williams.
I can't believe you've done this.
How much do we need to see, guys? How much do we need to see of Devin Williams? Blew the save. He's got a 5.10 ERA. You trade for all these new guys. And I want to play this because you guys know Brian, who calls into this show all the time. He had a prophetic call.
Yep. We used everybody pretty much except Devin Williams. They're still using Devin Williams as the primary closer, it looks like. I'm not...
So he called there.
Hate to call back like 30 seconds later. But who the fuck could have seen that coming?
Yep, 100%. He absolutely called it. The airbender is not bending the air enough. And then the Yankees, of course, in the top of the 10th inning can't do anything because they suck in extra innings. They suck at moving runners, getting, guys in. You got a free runner in scoring position, and you can't get him in? And then, of course, Bird comes in, and for the second time in 3 outings, serves up an enormous home run, and the Yankees have lost 4 straight. I don't get why you go to Devin Williams time in and time out. I mean, to me, it's clear he can't pitch in the 9th inning. I thought that's why they traded for a couple of different closers so that you had a different option, right? I get that Camilo Doval did not pitch great in his debut. Let him get back on the horse. Even David Bednar. They went with Williams tonight, and this is why I've been saying all year long, I don't trust this guy in a tight game. In a 1-run game, I just do not trust this guy flat out. I want to look at a couple of things here. So first of all, I'm going to pull up the Giancarlo Stanton home run, if I can find it. It was absolutely smoked, and I think it's worthy of a replay here. So hang on just 1 second. We'll pull it up. So this is the home run from Stanton. High fastball, 96, and he just tomahawks it. Watch this. Bullet. Maybe 15 feet off the ground? Unbelievable. And then the home run that Peterson hit off of Devin Williams. Look at how fat this pitch is. Look at that. Let's look at this. Is the fattest pitch you've ever seen in your life. That is like if you were to diagram the worst possible place to throw a left-handed power hitter, lower quadrant on the inside part of the plate. It was like he served it up on a tee or soft toss. Just horrendous performance tonight. I do want to talk a little bit about Max Fried. Now, Max Fried, I thought, had a gutsy performance. Not his best performance. Roger Clemens and Mike Messina used to say that when you don't have your best stuff and you're able to pick up a win, those are the most satisfying nights. Now, he pitched well enough to win. He left in a position to get a win, but unfortunately the bullpen didn't hold it. 24th start of the season. For the most part, he was automatic early on this year, but for the last several starts, now 7 starts, he had an ERA of almost 5. So he's in a bit of a funk. Over his last 15 games, ERA of 3.86. Tonight was one of those games where you needed him to step up and really be the stopper. But just a lot of base runners tonight. I thought he was okay. I mean, he had the strikeout pitch working. Final line, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Just too many base runners, too many pitches. Threw 105 pitches on the night. Let's take a couple more voicemails.
It's just a reaction.
Here we go, Devin Williams.
Derek, I've never called in before, never planned to, but I've had enough. I don't want to see Williams ever again. And then that brings me to Aaron Boone. You got all these new toys. You got brand new relievers, former closers. Why are we running Williams out there in a 1-run game to close the game when we watched him do the same thing over and over again? Almost hit a batter, give up a home run, game tied or game over. We just keep doing the same thing. I don't get it. And let me go to Volpe and Jazz Chisholm. I don't know what that clown act was today, but I'm sick of both of them too. Have a good day.
I appreciate the call, man. I think you speak for a lot of Yankees fans, and I appreciate you calling in for the first time. Always good to have new people getting involved. If you're listening, you can call in 718-899-1068. We do voicemail shows, and we take voicemails as part of the post-game show. Look, I understand that fans are upset, rightfully upset. I'm right there with you. But I don't think anything's going to change until we get a new manager. I mean, I feel like, fish rots from the head is the phrase, right? And I just feel like there's something just poisoning this team. And it might not even be the manager, might not be the highest point. It might be the general manager. It might be everyone under Hal. Hell, it might include Hal. But the organization as itself, it had a certain aura, even in the 90s when they hadn't won all the championships. And, even after one or two, they had regained that aura of years past, right? They were the big, bad Yankees. And then all through the 2000s, even though they weren't winning, they were coming off of that dynasty, they still had that aura. That aura does not exist around this team anymore. They are a laughingstock. They spend all this money. They can't keep players on the field. They can't win in extra innings. They made another bonehead play tonight, throwing the ball away to center field. Bad base running all over the place. I thought John Boy said it best when he said this team cannot put together a full game. Every once in a while they might, and sometimes they hit home runs and just you forget about the dumb plays or whatever. They'll score 11 runs. But, on the nights that they hit, they don't pitch. On the nights they pitch, they don't hit. On the nights they pitch and hit, they don't play defense or they don't run the bases well. I thought John Boy said it great, and that's 100% true. Let's take another couple comments here. Steve-O says, Devin Williams has no chin. I wonder if that's why he didn't want to shave. Huh? I think he means that metaphorically, the proverbial chin, on which the Yankees keep taking roundhouse punches. Got a call here about Stanton.
Derek, Tabor Talk from the Catskills. So I happen to agree with you. You can't put Stanton in the outfield. You're right. I mean, he's just going to get hurt. And did you see that home run? Oh my God. 430 feet, 115 miles an hour. It was in the air for 4.3 seconds. I mean, just absolutely crushing it. So,
yeah, beautiful swing by Stanton, and I agree. Cannot put him in the outfield. So I just got a comment here about whether or not I think the Yankees will have a winning record or a losing record. I'd say it's a jump ball at this point, the way the Yankees are playing. It is a jump ball. Okay, let's see here. We got a super chat here from Aaron Rich says, if they get swept by Texas, Boone is done. It's entirely possible, but I don't think they're going to change managers in the middle of the season. That was the subject of the voicemail show today. I just don't see the Yankees doing that. Let's see here. Dylan says, been over a year and a half since I've went to a game. Not worth spending his money on this point weekly. And I think a lot of fans are going to start voting with their feet if the Yankees don't start playing better. Because if they don't get better in a hurry, they are going to be out of it. They're going to find themselves out of a playoff spot. Already dropping in the standings. As of right this moment, I'm going to show up the standings here. Yankees 5 games back in the East, 2.5 now back of the Boston Red Sox. And you're talking about wild card. You're talking about, can this team find a way to get to the wild card? Is that really where we expect this franchise to be? Last year it was a miracle. And that's the perfect GIF playing on my scoreboard back there for tonight. Last year, it was a miracle. We got a red-hot Giancarlo Stanton in the playoffs, and we rode him to the World Series. And if Game 5 had gone a little bit differently, the Yankees had a chance to win that series just on pure, just bludgeoning the pitching. The Dodgers were pretty much out of pitching, and I don't know if Yamamoto is going to be able to come back and be as strong. If the Yankees don't lose that game, maybe things are different. But that was a team that bashed its way to covering up some pretty nasty flaws in the base running, in the defense, in the small ball. And we're seeing it again this year. And they've plagued this team all year. Let's take a look at the minor leagues real quick. We got Spencer Jones. He's had some back spasms. He's in a little bit of a slump. One for his last 13. He has not hit a home run since his 3 home run game, but still on the season. 305 with 29 home runs, 59 RBIs, and 20 stolen bases. I don't care where you are. You put up those kind of numbers, you've had a damn good year. So interesting that the Yankees didn't deal him at the deadline. Apparently, he was high on a lot of teams' lists, so that tells you something. But we might need somebody else to come in here and help this guy develop, because the Yankees, as we've seen, not the best at developing players. George Lombard, still struggling a little bit. He hit .211 with 3 home runs in July. Now, we're not going to jump all over this kid, just 20 years old, but 2 for 14 in August. Overall this season, hitting .235 with 6 home runs, .738 OPS, .369 on-base percentage. The speed has been there, 26 stolen bases. So, that's where we're at. Not a lot of help on the way. Let's hope that the Yankees' current roster can find a way to turn it around. Quick word from Arena Club, then I'm back to take some final comments.
AJ, I'm on my phone right now in Arena Club, and I'm looking at the Emerald slab packs, and I see in the Grail a Bobby Witt Jr. 2020 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto Gold Refractor card.
Give me that. Give me your phone. I'm gonna get you to
you gotta
transfer that to me.
I don't have it.
I thought you had it.
Get a slab pack. No, I don't have that.
Then give me your slab pack.
That card's worth
You buy
a lot.
me slab pack, Scott, so I can get the Bobby Witt Jr. Gold Refractor 2020 Bowman Chrome Auto, because that sounds awesome.
And it's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot. He's a stud. He's not going down. Get a Grail. Get a Grail. I want a Grail, Scott. Give me the Holy Grail. You do it.
To do that, you must get yourself a slab pack in Arena Club. Or if you want to get it for a friend, you can do that too. And right now, you can get 20% off your first slab pack or your first card purchase. If you're going on there and you're just like, hey, I want a specific card. I find it there. I want to grab it for my showroom. arenaclub.com/foul and use the code FOUL.
All right. What does Adrian have to say about this Yankees team?
You can't win.
Yep. Oh, man. I just don't even know what to say anymore, man. I'm going to be out here every single day, no matter what. Win or lose, rain or shine, I'll be here all season. That's what I do. I'm a little bit worried about the lockout, so I started making plans on, basically using the template I have to develop a solo podcast that is not sports related that I can launch on my other channel when eventually there is a lockout and there's no baseball. So I'm trying to make a backup plan here. But anyway, tough night for the Yankees. Really tough weekend for the Yankees. Tough season, really. Tough month and a half. Listen, I don't think anything's going to change until we swap out managers. We got some people starting to get concerned that Judge may never get a ring. And, it's hard not to be concerned about that. He will be back in the lineup tomorrow, hopefully. Francisco says we are fucking pathetic, and I'm not going to argue with you. And then Bean Berna says, I've accepted this team's fate and not even mad anymore. Well, I don't know if they're necessarily fated to miss the playoffs, but even if they get there, I can't see them going very far with this roster. There's just a certain je ne sais quoi, or whatever it's called, missing that, good teams have, contending teams have. I don't feel it on this Yankees team right now. I think something needs to change. I think it needs to be higher up than the players. I think the players are a part of it. I think the development is an issue. And, we're going to need to do something, and fast. I'll see you guys next time. If you made it this far, do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join our community. You can also be a part of the show by calling in at 718-899-1068. Also, part of the way that we maintain and fund all of this is through NYYDesigns.shop. Check it out now. Get all sorts of fun Yankees merch, hats, hoodies, zip-ups, beanies, mugs, you name it. We've got it. Check it out, NYYDesigns.shop. And check out Pinstripe Territory on all your favorite podcast platforms. We are the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We're here for post-game shows after every single game, and we're here before a lot of games to talk about the game, preview the lineup, the pitching matchups, and things like that. And we're here all off-season to talk about the latest in Yankees rumors, news, etc. Join our community. We'll see you next time.